Buongiorno, grazie, prego. It's me, Mario. Hey guys, today on What to Watch Before You Die, it is the ever so charming 1988 Cinema Paradiso.
Abracadabra. Guarda dall'altra parte.
Last week, we talked about The Player, a movie that gives a satirical look at the seedy side of cinema. But this week, I wanted to talk about a movie that out and out gushes over the world of cinema. Cinema Paradiso overly romanticizes film in such an enchanting way that it's hard not to be swept off your feet into a nostalgic land of movie-loving delight. The movie tells a story of young Salvatore, nicknamed Toto, the mischievous son of a war widow who discovers his love of film while sneaking into the local movie theater, Cinema Paradiso, and gaining projectionist Alfredo as a mentoring father figure. Alfredo nurtures Salvatore's love of film, encouraging him to experiment with his own filmmaking skills, and eventually convinces Salvatore to follow his dreams out of their small Italian town to pursue his destiny as a director. It's in the beginning of the film, when circumstances suddenly pull Salvatore back home after 30 years, that he's forced to relive and reminisce on the childhood that made him the man he is today. It's bittersweet and just so wonderful. These are the reasons to watch. Nominated for a Best Foreign Language Oscar in 1990, writer-director Giuseppe Tornatore truly wrote what he knew. In an autobiographical note, Tornatore talked about the theater in his hometown and how it played everything from Kurosawa to Hercules. Within the movie, we see glimpses of a myriad of films and rediscover film along with Salvatore. Tornatore depicts how a film allows us to experience all that life has to offer, even if we're sitting in a dark room in a small town. The writing is really clever and depicts a lightheartedness of life even when circumstances aren't always perfect. In Salvatore's case, he's a young boy living in a post-war small town, getting to see things way beyond the scope of his imagination. Anyone who loves films can relate to this feeling of letting a movie carry you to an alternate reality. Cinema Paradiso, though sometimes cheesy and a little melodramatic, will take you back to the utter bliss you experienced going to the movies as a child. The movie itself is beautiful. Though released in 1988, the film transports its audience to a world where life was simpler. I know when I say Italian film and post-World War II, a lot of us immediately think Italian neorealism, and images of The Bicycle Thief and Umberto D come to mind. While this movie is set against the backdrop of harsh post-war realities, you won't see a true mean world consisting of poverty, oppression, and depression in Cinema Paradiso. Much of the film is lived through the eyes of an inquisitive child, and that innocence pervades the feel of the movie, particularly when it comes to the cinematography and editing. The movie itself is more artistic than one might expect from typical Italian cinema, with fanciful visuals, montages, and blatantly stylized compositions. But that's not to say that the film is some sort of a postmodern rebellion by any means. Tornatore simply employs these cinematic choices to emphasize a narrative that's about escaping into the world of cinema. It's meta in the most delightful of ways. If you love movies, then this film about film will definitely leave you warm and fuzzy, feeling the feels. I guess it's a good date movie in that way, or a fantastic way to remind yourself why you love movies so much to begin with. Let me know what you think of it, and what's your favorite love of the cinema movie? What kind of movie do you want to see next week? AKA, what kind of movie watching mood are you in? Subscribe to CineFix and tune in every Thursday for more What to Watch Before You Die. Follow me at MacWall and hashtag WhatToWatchBud to suggest more movies. Ciao, bella. Ciao, bella. I'm not good at this.